when you start to think about human relationships, the greatest gift a human being can have is the gift of discernment. And a lot of that comes looking face to face. You know, the problem with marketers, which is the problem with dating, is the average marketer hasn't looked the consumer in the eye very recently because COVID happened. People weren't out in space, and then now everybody's stuck in meetings and hung up on the audacity of the boardroom. And it's the same thing with human relations when you start looking at dating. Discernment is the key. Platforms that can curate and accelerate the ability to discern if the person in front of you is who they say they are, then they will win because as a human pursuit, we are still always trying to define and understand our people in front of us are who they say they are. Some platforms make the water very murky when the things are gamified because it's gamified, so it's play for fun. It's not serious enough. But I think if Match or some of these platforms say that is going to be our focus, the ability to discern beyond what your vision and goals are for life, if the people you're interacting with are who they say they are, then great. I think that's one way that LinkedIn wins because it's the overly heavily energized, very proud. Everyone's showcasing,
Yeah.
everybody's celebrating everyone. So, but it gets more into an authentic state or who people are professionally because so much is documented, it's very hard to fake it because it's not photoshopped in terms of reality. So there's a reason why it wins. People have to start to look at the ability to do the same in terms of human connections and serious relationships. And that would be the saving grace I would give for any platform of ability is the idea of doubling down on the notion of discernment because people don't want to waste their time and women certainly don't want to waste their time. And I think that's why you see all this splintering of different ways and personas in which you can connect with someone because they're looking at the idea of discernment for a more innocent sort of lens instead of one that's supercharged and super filtered, etc. And I think that's going to be the key moving forward.